through the Islamic belief, the angels, what we believe about the revealed book, what we believe about the different prophets, what we believe about destination, scientific miracles in the Quran. So this is going to give you an intro into what Islam's all about. And basically, the core concept in Islam is what we call Tawheed. Tawheed is the belief in only one creator. Like, we don't believe God has kids, we don't believe he has a wife, we don't believe he has children. Like, those are not things that befit the creator, right? Like think about it, right? Like you believe that we do have a creator, right? 50-50, okay, so let's talk through this, right? You know the human body and how complicated it is, how the human eye works, has lungs, hearts, right? Do you think all of that just came out of accident? Right? Think it through, right? Think it through. So let's say this cell phone right here, right? If this is sitting here and you tell me, hey, that's a nice phone. It's the iPhone 12, right? 12, this is the high-end guy, right? I don't have a 12, but, right? And I tell you, hey, you know what? Nobody made this. You know what happened? Over billions of years, grains of sand came together and made this amazing screen and made this case and made this little holder, and nobody wrote this on here, right? It just all came together over trillions of years by mutations. Like, little sand just mutated to become this phone. It tells the time, it's got the day, it can make phone calls, but nobody made it. Mutations made it. Would you believe me? You would not, right? I'm glad you wouldn't, right? Because I wouldn't believe that. Because look, it shows clear design. You press a button, light comes on. It has a way to see. Like, it has camera, 3 cameras, right? It has an operating system. It makes, someone makes decisions. Like, it's got artificial intelligence, Siri, and all that stuff, right? So you think, somebody had to have designed. There is no way that pieces of sand mutated and made this, right? Okay, good. Now, think about this. What's more complex, you or this phone? Look at your eye and how it functions. Look at your brain. You heal yourself, right? Like, you get cut, your body heals itself, right? If I break his phone, then he'll be upset. But it's not going to heal itself, And Apple's going to be like, hey, your warranty is over, right? So now, look at how, like this doesn't have a heart, it doesn't have a lung, it can't urinate. If you don't plug in to charge one night, it's going to be dead the next day, right? You go to sleep, wake up recharged every day, right? That is a miracle, that is amazing, that is something that you cannot be, that it just came, right? Mutations don't develop perfection. Right? Look how perfect the human body is, right? I'll give you one beautiful example. When you eat and when you breathe, it's the same too, right? I mean, same path, right? There's this tiny piece of flesh that goes one way for the food and the other way for the air. And you don't even have to control it, right? Like, once in a while, if you're like really busy and like you're chugging water or whatever, and it goes down the wrong way, like, I went down the wrong path, right? Yeah, my daughter was in the ocean the other day, and water kind of took her, and she got seawater in her lungs. I mean, she's all right. But the point is, how beautiful of a creation Allah, the Creator, has made, that we don't even think about that. Like, you never think, okay, let me move that little piece of flesh because I'm going to breathe, right? Look at your heart. Your heart is beating, but you don't have to think about it. You don't even, like, who programmed your heart? Which Qualcomm, which programming company went and put a chip in your heart? You don't even have to think, like, beat, beat, beat. Imagine if every time your heart beats, you'd have to think of it. Like, you couldn't go to sleep, right? You kind of get distracted for a minute, you'd be dead. But Allah, the Creator, made such a system. Lungs, I mean, think about that. Kidneys, livers, right? Things that we don't even know we have, right? So that cannot just, it is more complicated than this. So just like you wouldn't accept that this came out of nowhere, you cannot accept that we just came out of an accident, right? Make sense? All right. So, if we have a design, obviously we're intelligently designed, there has to be a designer, there has to be a creator, right? Like you, if I tell you this came out of nowhere, how you doing? So just like, the fact that there is a factory of Apple products that makes these is known by having the phone, the fact that you're here tells us there is a creator, right? And this is why this is information for you to learn about the Creator and where we came from. Right? All right. Have a great one.